In this video, I'm going to show you how you can live like a king in southern Thailand on a budget. The full cost breakdown, the accommodation, the cost of electricity, food, eating out, coffees, bike rental, and much more. Now, before I show you the apartment, I wanted to go for a drive and show you the area. The apartment is located about 1 kilometre from Relax Bay in the middle of Koh Lanta in Krabi Province, Thailand. A short drive away from lots of local restaurants and amenities, as well as beautiful beaches. This area is perfect if you want to access both the convenience of Saladan in the north and the natural beauty in the south of the island. Heading north about 7 minutes is the cafe we spend the most time at. The staff are really accommodating and let us come in and use the space whenever we want. Normally we get here about an hour before they even open. How's the coffee? Honestly, it's not mind-blowing, but it's well priced compared to other places on the island. A double espresso will set you back 78 baht, or around $2.40, and an iced latte around 120 baht, or $3.67. This is the typical range you'll see in most cafes. If you're wanting to get brekkie, prepare to part with an additional 200 to 250 baht. If you're wondering about the price of local versus Western restaurants, stick around because I'm going to give you a breakdown comparing the two, and as a bonus, I'll also compare that to the price of a home-cooked meal, so you have the full picture. Across the road from the cafe is the gym, so I'll show you that next. Pick up. With the exception of Muay Thai, Thailand doesn't have a massive fitness culture. As a result, the prices are going to be roughly the same as in the West. The membership was about 1,500 baht, or per month. Now you may have noticed, I'm getting around on a scooter. This is the most common mode of transport across Asia, and is a convenient and cost-effective way to go about island life. Petrol is pretty cheap compared to other parts of the world. 1 litre priced at around 35 baht, or $1.07 as of June 2025 at the main petrol station in Saladan. You also have these petrol machines which are privately owned and found all across the island. The cheapest one I've come across is the one outside of Nare's scooter rental. This bike is not particularly fuel efficient, but it is fun. We fill up twice a week and it works out to be roughly 25 bucks. That plus the cost of the scooter rental at 133 baht a day works out to be approximately 4,800 baht, or 147 bucks a month on transport. Not bad. Lanta is famed for being one of the more quiet islands in southern Thailand compared to other places like Phuket or Koh Samui or even Ao Nang. Wherever you go, you'll see lush tropical rainforest and deserted beaches with literally no people in sight. There is also a national park, waterfalls, and epic viewpoints. I think it's safe to say that Lanta definitely ticks the box for natural beauty. But what about food? We're in Thailand, right? There is one big supermarket on Koh Lanta called Lanta Mart, and a few smaller ones such as Lotus Fresh and convenience stores like 7-Eleven and Big C. In Lanta Mart you can find all the Western stuff you might need, things like nuts, berries, olive oil, tinned tomatoes, that type of thing. Also plenty of Thai stuff. You won't necessarily find all the health foods that you might in the West, but you can do pretty well. We also buy 4 to 5 kilos of meat per week. Yeah, buddy! There is no fresh meat here in Lanta Mart, so we get it all frozen. Now, if you're curious as to why we don't use the local butchers on the island, let me know. I didn't even touch on cleaning products, but it's a lot. So what's the cost of an average weekly shop? For a couple, we spend around 2,500 to 3,000 baht, or $76 to $91. For one person, you could probably eat pretty well for 1,500 baht, or around 45, 46 bucks, and less than 1,000 baht if you don't buy Western stuff. How does this compare to the local restaurants? There are dozens of affordable Thai restaurants spread around the island. This takeaway, with 4 mains and a dessert, was only 420 baht, or approximately $13. At a resort or Western restaurant, expect to pay anywhere from 500 to 1,000 baht, depending on the place. Now, how does that stack up compared to a home-cooked meal? The most standard of gym bro meals, chicken rice and broccoli with a Mexican chili relish. Now you have a pretty good idea of what most of the expenses you'll encounter day to day living in Thailand are, but there's still the biggest of them all looming. Where are you going to live? Fortunately in Thailand, especially at this time of year, there are some absolute bargains to be found, but you do need to know where to find them. Fortunately, a few of the locals have shared their knowledge, so now I can share it with you. So do me a favor, hit that like button because it helps me figure out what type of video topics I should focus on. Let's get to the tour. No separate bedroom, it is a studio. Couch here that does turn into a sofa bed as well. And in this room, you've actually got another little bed in the corner here. So if you wanted to, you could probably fit a whole group in here and live really, really budget. I think you'd be a little bit uncomfortable. But anyway, let's get to the specifics. You've got the bedroom in the corner there. You've got the couch, kind of living area. Got a little TV on the wall there, wardrobe, and another little bed, as I said here. To show you the bathroom quickly, you've got a nice koi fish glasswork done there. And yeah, pretty stock standard bathroom. Your sink and your mirror set up there. Toilet obviously here, and a shower. So moving out of the bathroom and you come into the kitchen area. Comes with all the kind of cooking utensils that you might need. We've even got a blender and of course a little electric cooktop. It's a pretty big piece of land. So no one behind you, no one looking in, it's very peaceful. Something you might have noticed actually in this apartment is there's a lot of windows everywhere for natural light. You've got the sliding doors there as well. This window again, looking out into that view there, lovely stuff. And out the front, you've also got a nice view. Amazing mountains in the background. I'll take you outside and I'll show you that a little bit. The one that we're staying in, as I mentioned, is about 38 square meters. This one's slightly bigger at 42 square meters. And yeah, I mean, it's all pretty open plan. You've got plenty of space. You know, if you want to do some yoga or, you know, do something on this section of the floor, you can. Carol and I have actually been renting the other apartment for around 2 months already. And there's plenty of space. We don't feel like we're on top of each other. And a big reason for that, as you might imagine, is the natural light in the apartments. It's very light, very bright in here, which makes it seem bigger. But you've also got this enormous outdoor area to enjoy. As you can see there, the roofs are a bit slanted and they do actually jut quite far out from the building. This is crucial in monsoon season because it's going to rain a lot. You really do need to be able to use this outdoor space. It's actually very pleasant being able to sit outside and enjoy the rain, enjoy the storms. Very cool to see the lightning. Or just sit and chill outside, get some work done. Maybe when you've even finished work, smoke a doobie out here, chill. Not a bad life with all this around you, all this beautiful greenery. So this apartment is currently renting for 11,000 baht per month, which equates to approximately $330 US per month. Now that doesn't include electricity. So when you include the electric, it works out to be about 400 per month roughly. So our place, we're staying just in that apartment over there. So it's very similar to this one, but it's slightly smaller and it has a slightly different layout. And the one we're renting is only 9,000 baht, or about $273 per month. If you're just one person, more than enough space to live comfortably here. Your living and your utilities, 400 bucks a month, maybe even less. And you get this, guys, for that value. You get to live here. If you're even making minimum wage in the United States, you could come and live in Thailand comfortably and not only not break the bank, guys, but actually end up saving money and making more money. Mind-blowing to think that you can be in paradise like this and you're actually making more money, but it's the truth.